Welcome everyone, Jcrash here to talk about Short Term 12. This film hits a little closer to home for me because back during my master's studies, I worked at a facility for about a year that's very similar to the one depicted in Short Term 12. And so I found the film to be quite accurate as far as its depiction of what goes on in facilities like this. And overall, this is a pretty good little indie flick. It has received quite a bit of praise in some of the circles, and it's deserving. Calls attention to a whole other world that exists. And when I worked at this facility, they had a really nice little term for children that were placed in these kind of places, and they call them severely emotionally disabled. Now try shaking off that kind of label the rest of your life when you're floating around in a system like that. And the film touches on the day-to-days that go on in the facility, the level drops. It's a very behaviorist setting. There's rewards and punishments and privileges and different levels. You're on gold, silver, orange, red, blue. The further you go down, then you're down the rungs. You lose your privileges. It accurately assesses that too. It also shows the psychotropic drugs, the meds that these kids are on. And I remember every day, the kids lining up for their meds, and the emotional anguish and torture that these kids are under, and the past experiences that they've had with abuse, and the episodes of rage, the fits of rage that happen, when they just destroy their property, and you end up having to restrain them. And this was an eye-opener for me, working in a place like this. Much like the young kid that comes in for the newbie there. I was that newbie guy once, exactly like that. So I thought this film was pretty well done. It's a lower budget indie film, and on a technical level, it had some hiccups. But overall, the performances were really good, especially by the two main teen actors. The girl that played Jaden was really good, and also the guy that played Marcus did an excellent job. And it also shows how a lot of the people who work in those type of places, bless their hearts, because most of them have good intentions and want to help, but they suffer themselves from dark pasts and abuse and histories in the system. So that's accurately depicted as well, how people with those types of experiences tend to gravitate towards those fields. So well done there. I applaud it for trying to shed a little light on these forgotten kids and what goes on. And so I give the film a lot of credit there. Okay, everyone, it's Short Term 12. This is Jcrash. Thanks for watching.
Pretty pictures in a magazine. Everybody